And your first bout of the evening is an amateur kickboxing bout scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the 155-pound lightweight division. This bout is proudly sponsored by McMulkin Cadillac of Nashua, New Hampshire, and your referee in charge of the action, Mr. Alan Lau. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner to my left, wearing black and purple, and entering the cage undefeated in his 2 amateur kickboxing bouts, representing Nat Napa Muay Thai, please welcome David Foss. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner to my right, wearing black with green, and also entering the cage undefeated in his 2 amateur kickboxing bouts, representing Young's MMA, please welcome Alexey Soroka.
All right, we are about to get underway. We're done with the introductions. It's fight time, guys, and actually now with the music turned down, we can hear each other. So Lewis and Dan, I'm going to focus on you two a little bit. When you see something happening that these people should know about, you let us know. They're both coming out punching, though, which is always a good start.
Ooh, spinning back kick.
Yeah, Foss coming out in the kind of Dutchy style, like the short boxing stance, but with heavy leg kicks right off the bat, whereas Alexey's coming out kind of the flashy Taekwondo style kick. So let's see how this plays out.
You know, it's always fun watching the amateurs because they're definitely out to win. They still got fire in them. They're still not jaded by the industry. So it's nice to see this happening.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised by how calm both these guys are. You know, I know we've got some MMA in here as well, but with only 2 Thai fights, they're very calm and composed. They're looking really crisp. A lot of times you see guys coming out brawling.
Yeah, you know, we just saw a spinning back fist. I'm not a fan of the spinning in these. I mean, you miss it wrong, the other guy can counter on that really easily. Do you guys agree?
Yeah, but it looks so cool when it lands.
And it adds some power, too.
Oh,
but
yeah,
mostly
they're great.
Cool.
They're great when they connect, but you got to make sure you connect.
Yeah, Alexey really starting to feel his rhythm and range here. He's definitely utilizing his reach a lot better.
I'm noticing David's still stalking. You know, he's not afraid to get in the fight, but I don't know that it's really working for him right now. It looks like Alexey's kind of taking over here.
Foss is taking hits, but he keeps moving forward.
Yeah, he's definitely undeterred, but that can your body and your mind are you know, they're gonna catch up.
Thank you, Sensei. And we forgot to mention, or I couldn't hear you mention, folks, this is a kickboxing match. This is not an MMA fight right now. Gloves are different, all standing up, no groundwork, which again is more exciting for the audience. Almost done with the first round. There it is, the end of the first round. Guys, who do you think's in the lead right now in that first round?
Give it to Alexey.
Yeah, likewise.
I'm going to give it to Alexey.
He's really putting together his punches well. At least 2 punch combos, sometimes 1-2 kicks. So it's looking really well, and the judges noticed that.
So what does David need to do in the second round to win the power back?
I mean, he definitely looks really tough taking those punches and those kicks, and he's stalking really well. But he's just getting lit up while he walks it down. He needs to try to put a little bit more aggression on.
Exciting. One of these undefeated fighters is going to have a loss on their record after this.
Yeah, it's exciting for us, but it's pretty heartbreaking. At least being on knowing what that's like, it's pretty heartbreaking being that person.
Never good for the other guy. All right, here we go. The start of round 2. Dan, this is a 3-round match. Am I correct?
Yeah, we're going with 3 rounds. You know what? I'm interested to find out what the coaches said to David Foss, and we're going to find out here if there's any kind of change in how he went about it in the first round.
Alexey is strong with his kicks.
Yeah, Foss isn't setting anything up though.
No.
He's just throwing the one big kick or the one punch. Now those work when they land, but Yeah, Alexey's just landing more at will because he's throwing 3 shots at a time.
Do you think he needs to close that distance a little bit more? Or?
He's not going to be able to unless he starts throwing combos together, but yes, he definitely does, especially being the shorter guy with the smaller reach. Alexey's really impressing me. He's just, big shot.
Solid connection right to the midsection. You can still see the footprint on his stomach.
Yeah, and that's a huge confidence booster for Alexey. You know, when you see that, he's not sitting there admiring his work, but, I mean, he's definitely seeing that stomach just lit up from his foot, and that makes your confidence just grow.
It's a target now. We just had a little bit of a groin kick right there, so a brief little timeout while we make sure Alexey is okay right there. David getting a warning from the referee to make sure that does not happen again, which every man in this building cringed when it happened.
I actually didn't see it.
Oh, I did.
Yes? Was it bad?
No.
Oh.
It was subtle. He might have caught a corner of it a little bit. It was not a direct hit.
Gotcha.
You got to wonder if that body shot is still bothering Foss. But
I would imagine so, but actually landing that groin kick and then getting the, whatever that was, 20 seconds, that actually benefits Foss.
Well, and you hope that fired him up. It didn't weaken him. It said, okay, wait a minute. He got me. I got to get back in there.
Yeah, but the body's so weird where, you know, you take a shot to the legs or even sometimes to the head where it kind of pisses you off. But when you get hit in the body, it really just zaps you. It feels like if you're like a video game character and your power just goes down. That's what it feels like getting hit in the body.
Yeah, I was never one for body shots. It's pretty debilitating. You know, it's just
beautiful leg kicks by Alexey.
10 seconds to go in the second round, and Alexey has landed some monsters.
Yeah, now he's starting to move his head a little bit more as well. It's looking good.
All right, so I got to ask this. He's favoring the spinning moves. Is that safe to do?
They're high risk, high reward. So, I mean, safe is one thing in fighting, but it's still a fist fight. He's having fun. He's throwing those kicks, and they are landing well. Foss isn't really showing any counter game, so I don't think he has much to worry about on the return.
Now, coming from a Muay Thai school, Lewis, is this more of like a Taekwondo style with the spinning moves? I don't recognize it as a Muay Thai thing.
It's certainly not a Muay Thai move. You know, we've seen guys that come in with more of the Taekwondo background. There's plenty of karate styles, or karate, if you will, that utilize those spinning kicks. But I would anticipate him being from, you know, having a Taekwondo background. He's really comfortable with that as well.
Well, here's where I'm going to make myself really old. So I was a kickboxer back in the 80s. I don't even know if Dan knows that. So a lot of new stuff coming out these days. Mine was more traditional. I never went the Muay Thai route. So I'm impressed with some of these guys' moves. I was a big spinning guy myself because I got the long reach. But I still wouldn't try the spin moves the way Alexey's been doing it.
Yeah, and
more and more sportsmanship there.
Yeah, more and more we're actually seeing we're seeing more and more kickboxing fights where guys are looking just a lot more polished. You know, guys aren't just coming out and throwing bombs anymore. They're actually looking like they know how to throw some kicks, slip some punches. It's really impressive. Wow, 4-piece there.
Alexey's just dominating. Guys, Foss has to get a knockout to take this.
Both men fighting for their undefeated record right now. Very interesting.
I think you're going to find David, he's going to go for broke here. He's just going to keep hunting, and he's going to throw wild shots and make it ugly here at the end.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, he seems to be outmatched as far as output and speed. I can't say for power, but they look a lot slower. Usually speed equals power. So, you know, Alexey's, I mean, he's really controlling every aspect of this fight besides center of the cage control. But he's really dictating where Foss goes just with his footwork.
Foss's coach is telling him to speed up. Alexey thinks he has it won.
Well, at this point, he kind of does, unless Foss can come in with something.
No, I know. I'm just saying that his trainers are letting him know to go after it.
Yeah, he does seem to be lowering his output, like, you know, hey, I know I won the fight. I don't like watching that from fighters, but it's a smart move. Yeah, he stopped putting the 3 pieces together, the 4 pieces together. And he's kind of going back to 1 and 2 shots.
I'm kind of just shocked that I don't know how David doesn't see the spinning moves coming, because they've come so frequently. He should be prepared, but he keeps getting hit with them.
Yeah, he really should be trying to move to his left on those to, if he's still getting hit with them, at least lose some of their power. And he hasn't caught on, but, you know, we get 10 seconds left. I don't think he's going to.
Great fight.
And that
Great
is
fight.
the match. Fantastic way to start CES62.
Great fight.
We're going to stand by for a minute. We're going to wait for the judges' cards to come in, bring the fighters in the middle, and find out who is getting their first loss in their amateur record.
Yeah, very impressed with that fight. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a big fan.
Yeah. Alexey, you know, in the first 2 rounds, showing a lot of promise. You saw him getting more comfortable, throwing more volume there. You know, he threw maybe even a 5-piece at one point. You know, 4 or 5 punches into the kick, and that comfort alone right there. One of the biggest things you deal with on young guys coming up with very small amount of fights is them just only throwing 1 punch, 2 punches. So if he has the comfortability to be able to do that, he's got a lot of room to grow.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for these 2 warriors once again.
All right, here we go. We're getting the results right now.
After 3 exciting, hard-kicking rounds of action, we go to the scorecards, and we have a unanimous decision. All 3 judges, Mike Cordero, Sean Flanagan, and Lars Borson, see it the same. 30-27 for your winner and still undefeated in the red corner, Alexey Soroka.
Alexey takes the fight. As we kind of saw, guys, he dominated pretty much every single round. It was kind of inevitable. David did put up a good fight, though, stood his ground. Unfortunately, he has to go home with the loss tonight.
Yeah, very, very well put together fight. But David Foss, you know, he has that nice Dutch style. I'd like to see him put it together a little bit more, just up his volume, because those chopping leg kicks that he was throwing, they can be very good, but he just needs to up his volume.
Absolutely, agreed.